collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. It lends money to some of the biggest names in the tech world and is the largest bank to fail since the 2008 financial crisis. Now, the collapse all happened in just 48 hours. It started late Wednesday when the bank surprised investors, saying it needed to raise more than $2 billion in capital to offset losses from bond sales. So that triggered a panic among the bank's clients, who started rapidly withdrawing money. By Thursday, the company's shares tanked 60%. Shares were halted altogether this morning, and the feds have now seized control of the lender. Now, the 40-year-old bank, it is the nation's 16th largest. It provides funding for almost half of the venture-backed tech and healthcare companies in the United States. So Don Len is live at the bank's Menlo Park branch, where actually customers were, you saw this, lining up today trying to withdraw their money. Did they have any success?
No success, Juliet. That long line of customers this morning stretched from the front door of the bank all the way into the parking lot. They were making a run for their money, but they were all turned away. And now they wonder and worry, can they get all of their money back? A line of about 50 people deep, waiting in the rain, trying to withdraw their money. They got no money. Instead, they were met with FDIC representatives who told them they can return on Monday and withdraw up to $250,000.
We had more than 250 in this in SVB.
How concerned are you? How worried?
I am pretty concerned.
Yegor Anchishkin is the co-founder and CEO of InStock.com. They're developing warehouse robotics. Yegor says they need the money to keep the research going.
We were not capable to do some of the operations we were hoping to do, but again, it's more about timing. Like, we're okay if everything resumes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no problem. But if we hear estimates that it may take a long time, then we just may need to take some action on our side. Go for a loan.
According to financial analyst S&P Global Market Intelligence, 97% of SVB accounts had above the $250,000 insurance limit. The FDIC says it'll sell off SVB assets and divide that money up for those customers.
It may take a week, a year, 3 months, nobody knows.
And it's that lack of certainty that's keeping many of us awake at night.
Ryan Gilbert is the founder of the Oakland-based venture capital firm Launchpad. Launchpad is backing 67 companies that collectively employ more than 1,000 employees. Many of those companies bank with SVB.
We're reliant on SVB as our bank to move money on behalf of our payroll company into the accounts of our employees. And the key question is, are those funds going to move as planned on Monday morning? That's uncertain. Many folks are living paycheck to paycheck, so I think we want to ensure that people do indeed get paid on time.
Why did SVB fail? San Jose State Assistant Professor Matthew Faulkner teaches corporate finance. He blames inflation and the rising interest rates.
They don't get as much VC money investment. Investments are slowing down. They're not accessing capital as easily. So it started with some of those companies starting to pull out some money to pay their people, to continue their operations, and they're not necessarily having that new money flow in behind it.
Many customers are staying optimistic and hoping they'll get all of their money back.
You hit your highs and you hit your lows, but we're all about standing up and moving forward.
A lot of the tech CEOs who were here trying to get their money out, they did not want to go on camera. They were telling me a lot of their workers still don't know they may not get paid next week. They say $250,000 do not last very long in their world. That's why one CEO was even telling me they may have to scale back or even shut down if they can't get another loan. So Juliet, this collapse here could lead to more layoffs in the tech sector.
Yeah, we hope that doesn't happen. And I know that over the weekend there'll be some maneuvering happening. We'll see what happens come Monday as well. Maybe there'll be some new information. All right, Da, thank you for that. All right, Silicon Valley Congressman Ro Khanna says this will impact thousands of people in his district. He released a statement saying he is working to ensure customers have access to their funds so startup employees are paid. He added, quote, "We need to carefully monitor that this does not spread to other banks and be prepared to take comprehensive action if it does." San Francisco-based First Republic was among several other bank stocks that saw trading temporarily halted today after their shares tumbled. The sell-off mostly impacting regional regional lenders with highly specialized clients, including banks focused on cryptocurrency. The larger banks all ended higher today after an initial slump.
It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there will be a revolution before tomorrow morning. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. Now, that quote that I just read, was some words said by Henry Ford, which those words are very true, and you're seeing an example of this. All right. Now, the reason why he said, if the people actually understood, what's going on out here, they'd pretty much lose their minds. There'd be a revolution. All right. The majority of these people here in Babylon do not understand how the monetary system works. OK, so you just had this bank. There's another bank as well, but the video clip that you just seen was of Silicon Valley Bank, which pretty much just went belly up. OK, which all these banks out here in America and pretty much throughout the world, they were designed to, go belly up. OK, all these banks are what you would call insolvent. OK, which we're going to look this word up. And this has all been orchestrated by the elites, OK, to bring in this economic collapse. All right. So this is a definition of the word insolvent, okay, which this is from the freedictionary.com. It says unable to meet debts or discharge liabilities, bankrupt, insufficient to meet all debts as an estate or fund. And every single bank here, okay, is insolvent. They are unable to meet their debts, all right? Because you got a thing called fractional reserve banking, which is the reason why that dude Henry Ford made that statement. The money that you put into the bank is not there. Okay, if all people at the same time went to go to pull their money out of the bank, which happened in this case, okay, with this Silicon Valley Bank, you had a lot of individuals, running to try to get their money out. The bank collapsed, okay, because they do not have that money on hand. All right. And like this news story said, it says because, all their money is invested in business ventures. That's bullshit. OK, they don't have your money anyway. When you go to put in, let's say you got $1,000, you go put $1,000 in the bank. They'll only keep $100 of that, and the rest of it they'll lend out to other people. OK, and they'll lend $1,000 out to each and every individual that applies. So let's say 10 people apply for a $1,000 loan. That money that you have in there, okay, that you deposited in there, that $1,000, they're going to tell these other people, okay, that they got $1,000 on their books. So they're going to lend out $1,000 to each of these individuals that apply, okay? So they really only have to keep 10% of, whatever money that you put into the bank on hand. All right. So if you want to go to pull out your $1,000 that you deposited, it's not in there because they loaned it out. All right. And that's how this whole banking system works. And it was set up like this to collapse. OK, where they continually lend out money. OK, and on that money that they're lending out, they are charging interest on it. And you don't get no, kickback off of that, even though it's your money. All right. But let's get some scriptures here, because this is all prophecy, man. All right. This is just, pretty much a warning sign on what's to come. OK, just like this bank collapsed. You had other banks in the past collapse. The whole financial system of the world is going to collapse. OK, because that's how this banking system was set up. That's how the financial system was set up. It was set up to fail. OK, so Esau can be even more justified in bringing in his digital currency. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. See, and this is why you're supposed to put your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Anything else is unstable here. Okay, you got a lot of people out here that put their trust in money. You know, oh man, if I got the bag, you know, as long as I got money, I'm gonna be good. Well, hey, look, these people probably thought the same thing. Yeah, one individual, he was talking about the business that he had. You know, and how he needed the money that he had in that account now. Now that money's gone. He ain't getting it back. Okay? They only insure your money upwards to $250,000, man. Anything outside of that, you're done. Okay? If you got $2 million in the bank and this bank goes under, you ain't getting that money back. They're going to give you $250,000. You can go somewhere else, man. All right? Or $250,000, you know, then they're going to tell you to kick rocks. Okay? So you cannot put your trust in this monetary system. You can't put your trust in any kind of system that has been set up down here. You're only supposed to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai because the Most High is not limited, you know, by financial constraints. You know, you need money to pretty much survive in this place. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is outside of that, man. Okay, the Most High don't need you to give him money so he can give you food and water, so he can give you shelter. All right. And all these things are guaranteed by the Heavenly Father, man. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And this is a beginning sign of the evil days, man. These banks collapsing. All right. Which that all ties in, you know, to Jacob's trouble in the hour of temptation. All right. It says, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I had no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened. Okay, and the sun, the light, the moon, and the stars represent the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, which these people don't have any, man. You can see they all messed up in the mind. You know, what happened to our money? What happened, you know, to this bank? Why didn't they tell us anything? Okay, and even the news is still pushing that BS out there. Oh, they had their money in business ventures, which is bullshit, okay? All you got to do is look up fractional reserve banking. They got plenty of videos on YouTube to show you how the monetary system works, which is the reason why that dude, Henry Ford, said what he said, man. Okay, the money that you put in the bank is not there, all right? And this will happen to any bank if, you know, there's a bank run, okay? Wells Fargo, you know, these different credit unions out here, Bank of America, Chase. All right. They do not have enough money to give you. OK, certain, you know, individuals, when you want to withdraw large amounts of money, regardless of if it's actually in your account or not, you pretty much got to make an appointment, man. And they have to order this money up because it's not in the bank. All right. The majority of your money is digital. It's on the computer screen. It doesn't really exist. All right. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. See, so you're supposed to, you know, remember Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai before these things happen. Okay. Because there's going to come a time where the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is not going to be readily available, man. And you're going to end up like these individuals, bugged out, not knowing what the hell is going on, not knowing what move you should make next. Okay, because pretty much a lot of their capital is gone, man. The money that they saved up, you know, the profits that they received from their businesses is gone, you know. But see, with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the account that you have established with the Heavenly Father is never going to be insolvent, man. Okay, the Most High will always be able to pay you for this, you know, the work that you're putting in, man. Okay, the money that you saving up with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which represents, you know, your works towards the Heavenly Father, you always gonna get a return on that, man, guaranteed. All right. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, which the keepers of the house represents the financial sector, man. Okay, and they trembling right now, just like this bank. Okay, because this whole house of cards is getting ready to collapse, man. All right. And these two banks that just collapsed are warning signs. OK, because pretty much all these banks are in the same boat. And it's no coincidence that what do you have going on now? You got the Fed wanting to push their CBDCs, which this is going to be another, avenue that Esau is going to use to present that salvation. Okay, well, look, see, the reason why this is taking place or this is able to happen is because we don't keep track of, what the banks actually have. They're able to lend, this money out, even though they don't have it on hand. But see, with the CBDCs, everything's accounted for because there's that digital ledger, But what this damn devil ain't going to tell you is that he set this system up to do exactly what's taking place, man. All right. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, which the grinders are the workers. Okay, and another thing that's going to be a result of this bank collapse is a lot of these tech companies are going to go belly up. Okay, a lot of these tech companies had their money in, Silicon Valley Bank, which that bank no longer exists, along with your money that was in there, man. So all these millions of dollars that your company was worth, that it had, on deposit at this bank is gone. You're getting a fraction of that back. Okay, your company is no longer worth as much as you thought it was, man. Okay, a lot of these workers, they ain't gonna get paid. So what they gonna do? They're gonna find work somewhere else, man. All right. Again, this is all part of the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, what Esau is doing, he's pushing people into that precarious situation. Okay, and we looked that word precarious up before. All right, basically he's trying to put you in a tight situation, man, to where you got to rely on him. All right, what you gonna do if you can't get a job out here? All these tech companies, which you didn't, put your whole life into, getting the credentials to get a job like this. What are you gonna do if these jobs no longer exist, man? Are you gonna work at McDonald's or work at Burger King? Work at one of these retail stores, which we are still in a retail apocalypse. Okay, all these stores are closing down. The mom and pop shops, even the big box stores are closing down. Okay, so what you gonna do? The only thing you can do is rely on the government. If you to get that welfare from the government, you got to do something, man. You got to get something inserted in your body. All right. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, which represents your future, man. Okay, there is no future for Babylon the Great. There is no future for you people that live here in America. It's over, man. All right. And you can see that when you walk around in these cities. Some people have come to that conclusion earlier on than others, man. That's why you got a bunch of drug addicts out here on these streets. They know there ain't no future for them, man. So the best thing they can do is live in bliss. All right, with the few years that they got left, live in bliss high. Okay, and just rot away, man. All right, because you ain't gonna get no house. All right, that costs too much. There ain't no jobs out here. All right, what else you gonna do, man? Okay, see, and this is why it's very important that you build up a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because these people are through out here, man. They have no hope. All right, but there's hope in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And you got all these stores closing down, man. Okay. There ain't no work out here for these people. Okay. And with this financial collapse, there really ain't going to be no work. They ain't going to be able to pay you, man. So what you going to have to do, you going to have to rely on the government. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And these are the times that we're in, man. Okay. There's getting ready to be a huge financial collapse. Okay. A global financial collapse, which has been prophesied in the scriptures, man. And a lot of these people out here going to catch nothing but pure hell. Okay. Because they ain't ready for it, man. All right. They do not understand, what's going on. They do not understand the monetary system. Okay. Because if they did, they wouldn't put their trust in this monetary system, man. This is Zephaniah 1 and 11. It says, "Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down." Okay, all you people that's doing business, all right? The commerce sector, you people that are into the stock market, you're going to be cut down, man. Okay, because the whole financial structure is going to collapse. All right, that's how it was created. Okay, it was created to fail, man. But you people, you don't know that. It says, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh," which Maktesh was an ancient merchant city. Okay, it says, "For all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." And what does the silver represent? Your money. Okay, so while you people are down here, here in 2023, all right, the year, that all the prophecies will be fulfilled, hopefully. Okay, you people down here chasing the bag when the economy's collapsing. You got to be out your damn mind, man. Okay, the economy is literally breaking down and you worried about stacking FRNs. You're going to be in for a rude awakening, man. Yeah, knowing these things, what should you be doing? You should be putting all your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, okay, because your money is not going to save you. All right. This is Proverbs 11 and 4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath." Okay, and what's the ultimate thing that's coming down here to the earth, man? Those thermonuclear missiles, especially for Babylon the Great. Okay, and no amount of money is going to get you out of the destruction. The only way you getting out of here is if Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai beams you up, man. Okay, so what's the real riches? Where's the real wealth contained at? It's in the knowledge of the Bible, man. Okay, which these people down here vehemently reject. The last thing, especially our people, because this is who the Bible is for. The last thing Jake is chasing is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They'll chase the bag, They'll chase a chick, okay? They'll chase the plug and all this other stuff that's out here, but they won't chase Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Jake looks at the Bible as being the most worthless thing down here, man. When this is the top level thing that you can have possession of down here on the earth. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death." And what's coming to this place, man? Nothing but death and mass destruction. Okay? And your money is not going to save you from that. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, "But I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." Who is the Medes talking about? The Medes is talking about the Russians, which they're going to be the main country to shoot their nuclear arsenal upon America. All right. And they don't want your money. Okay. And you damn sure ain't going to be able to pay the missiles off, man. So what's the point of you chasing riches? All right. First of all, we've seen what's happening in the financial sector. We see these banks collapsing. Okay. So where is this wealth, quote unquote? Where are these FRNs eventually going to get you? What can it do for you, man? In the long run, it ain't going to do nothing. You're going to lose all that money. All right. And even if you do got FRNs, let's say you got a stack of FRNs when those missiles come. Okay, all the Russians, wage war on America and they getting ready to press that button. You ain't going to be able to hold up a bunch of FRNs and try to give it to the Russians and have them stop, shooting them missiles, man. They don't want that. Okay. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." So they don't want your money, man. It says, "Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children." Okay, and they ain't gonna have no mercy, man. All right, so what's the main thing you should be getting into? It's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because this is the true riches. This is Proverbs 8 and 10. It says, "Receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to her." So the main thing you're supposed to be searching for is wisdom. Okay, and they ain't talking about you going to school, going to college. The Most High ain't talking about that. Okay, he's talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, which the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai delivers from death. Not money, not FRNs. Okay. And this will be the last one. We'll close it on this. This is Proverbs 20:15. It says, there is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Okay. And this is the kind of currency that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai accepts, righteousness. Okay. The fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Real knowledge. All right. That's what's going to deliver you from all these things that's getting ready to come down here upon the earth. You know, so I just want to go into that. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai willing. It was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom.